My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to SpellRogue. In the last episode, we took Azar out for a spin. In this episode, we're taking Lapis back out. Now, Lapis, what actually was your last run? Just to check here, Lapis, your last loadout was D. And that was also successful. So let's loop back around to A. Ah, that's much more... much more simple. Water A. Fluctuate is its signature spell. 3 times a turn, it'll accept a die and it'll re-roll it. There's also Aqua Fortis on a 1 to a 4, 3 times a turn, gain X block, and then Ice Spear on a 4 to a 6, 3 times a turn, deal X damage. One of the most basics it could possibly be. Tempest +++++++++++. End of every turn, receive 4 damage. Oh dear. Every turn, remove 1 charge from the leftmost spell. That sounds good. There are things that want to be diminished here, and even if not, Aqua Fortis, what are we going to cast you 4 times a turn? 3 times a turn, even? No. So the answer to that, no, I'm not gonna. Reduce non-combat healing by 70%. Is irrecoverable, ++. Destroy random dice when you have more than 3. No! I will take Tempest. Heck, I'll even take irrecoverable. I just need to prioritize my defense, and then everything will be fine. And Condemnation on turn 3, receive 1 curse. That'll do it. I have a choice of starter artifact here. On turn 1, we roll an additional die. There's also the Coral Crown. On turn 1, gain 2 Concoction, which is the next spell cast. Does not cast any charge. And then each turn in Glacier's Heart here, apply Glacial to a spell. If we cast the Glacial spell first, we get 4 block. That sounds like a perfect way to try and counter 4 damage every single turn. Of course, it's not going to be ideal, but it'll be helpful. Maybe I don't want to hit a shot this floor. Although I do have the choice by this point to decide. Okay, we'll veer off to the left. It's going to be 1 shard, but 4 normal enemies. Incoming damage. Oh, perfect. The glacial. Oh, I actually really love that. The look of the ice around there is perfect. Yeah, that'll give me the ability to throw Glacial Spear twice at the backliner, and in doing so, take him out and full defend myself at the same time. I'm gonna see if I can get any more damage on Ice Spear for the frontliner, in which case we do deal it. Right, I had to block for 4 more than I think. I forgot about that. Mindskin Potion, some gold. Overchill. Gain X block on an odd die, and when depleted, gain power. I did take Diminishment ++. Yep, I'm taking Overchill. And I'm gonna put that on the left side of my hand. Getting 3 power from it consistently. That would be incredible. Okay. I'll be looking to throw a Glacial Spear out there this turn, certainly. And I'm now defended. Only need that 4 from Glacial to defend against the Diminishment. Sorry, Diminishment Tempest, rather. Doing damage this turn is now 4, so I need to make sure that I get more than that. So I'll use an Ice Spear to take out the backliner, and then Overchill twice, gaining a power, as well as defending myself for 10 against incoming 8. Ice Spear's Glacial again. I love it when it is. Oh boy. Please roll high. It did not. Too much gamble. Now I'm going to be taking 3 damage about it. Just finish you up with another Ice Spear comfortably. Some gold and a new spell. Channel Azure! That's exactly what I was looking for. So Channel Azure is a really great way to gain defense. On a 4 to a 6, you gain X block, and you also gain a Foresight. So that's an additional die rolled on the next turn, which is going to help give us the ability to more easily diminish our spells and deplete them. It's also going to give us the ability to more easily deal with having a negative turn 3 where we have Curse. It's going to give us a lot of defense. Incredible. Channel Azure. So glad to see it. It's probably going to be my first upgrade. Hello, Spike Fiend. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? If I use Aqua Fortis as a glacial spell, that is almost all of the block that I need. However, I don't need that. Here's the reasoning. I am going to Channel Azure this turn. I know that for a fact. And I also really want to Overchill, so I'm going to try and get an odd. There we go. Giving me the ability to Overchill, so I'm going to take 5 damage and then another 4, but that's all blocked. And I have an additional power and an additional Foresight for this turn, making it easier to navigate. Incoming damage is 2 from the enemy. Which means that the Glacial 7 will actually be a full block for us. Unless I make the enemy stronger by attacking them. That's okay. You can have 2 strength. Because I'll just take the win this turn, you see. Five and a 4 and Ice Spear will do it. Volatile Concoction deal damage equal to all enemies, rather, equal to the total value of your unused die. Rainfall. Inundate and Glaciate. Inundate is a 10 countdown, 2 times a turn. You deal 8 damage and you also gain 1 Foresight. I mean... I could. There's also Rainfall. Gain 3 rain. Mute for 3 turns. Only accepts a 5 and can only be done once a turn. However, rain is at the start of your turn. Reduce all countdown spells by 3 and then remove a stack of rain. I don't have countdown spells. Glaciate. On a 1 to a 5, gain X block and then gain X delayed block. I don't need more defense right now. I could take Inundate or I could reroll here. Those are my 2 options. I'm gonna reroll. Polar Nexus. Gain 1 Fury for each block on a 6. Yep. That'll work. You also find a shard. Channel Azure. I can have this give us X plus 6 block, or I can give it a second, 2 additional charges. I'm gonna give it the 2 additional charges. Oh no, do I want to deplete this? I'm gonna give it the 2 additional charges to start with. My goal is to cast Channel Azure 3 times a turn, have 3 Foresight at all times, and always channel more Azure. Unless, of course, I'm killing the enemy that turn, in which case, obviously, I'll only channel as many as I can still. Ooh. The reroll is the glacial one. That's fine by me. I can channel Azure once this turn, unfortunately, only. But then I can overchill twice, getting that depleted, gaining an additional power, and blocking everything. Unfortunately, we have 2 sap this turn, which is going to make defending against any incoming damage... Whoa! How dare you incoming damage me so bad? 16 damage to all enemies from the Volatile Concoction. I'm going to Fluctuate. And then I'm going to hit you all for 20 damage at the same time. Bye-bye. I'm not dealing with that. Kidding me? 20 gold. Winter's Bite is here. Countdown socket of 2. 3 times a turn, you can deal 3 damage. When depleted, roll a die. Upgrades to roll 2 die when depleted. I don't need to have many depleted spells. That's not going to really be our archetype here. There's also Engulf. Deal 9 damage, gain 3 block. You can upgrade to do more damage or more block. 9 countdown 3 times a turn. And then in case Azure takes a 1 to a 4, holds the dice until next turn. And at the end of the turn also gives you X block for having done so. I mean, the best out of these is still Winter's Bite. I'm gonna take a reroll. I would love to see a multi-hit of some kind. Replenishes your. On a 1 to a 2, gain X block. Also, reroll the die. I'm taking that. Honestly, probably instead of Polar Nexus at this point. So low die, become big die. I guess I don't have exactly something to do with a 3. That shouldn't be too much of a problem either. Will hit the Sanctuary, and I will disenchant a spell to gain 2 max health? Really? No, I'll be selling spells at that rate, thank you. Corrupt Abbot, you only hit for 6 on your first strike, so I'm not so worried. I'll channel Azor for 4 and another 4 from the Glacial effect. Pop a 1 to replenish Azor. Ooh. That's another channel. And that's another channel. 3 foresight for the next turn. Oh, you love to see it. Nova Chill that I can instantly cast. Gain the additional power from. I'll replenish Azure twice as well. Don't mind if I channel Azure a couple times here. I'm not even taking damage at the end of this turn. I leave myself with 13 block. Okay, I'm gonna deal 5 damage to the enemy. Propagate another 5 infect. But be fine with it. Fluctuate is all the defense I need this turn. Happily reroll a 1. Pop a 1 into replenish Azure as well, hoping for something higher, getting our channel Azure out, great. And then I can overchill twice for another power. And hey, I'll even be able to throw out an Ice Spear on the turn. Great. I need to prioritize Ice Spearing this enemy as well by this point. 5 in Overchill for the Glacial effects. Put another 3 in there as well to gain an additional power. At this point, I only ever really have 1 die free to damage the enemy with. Oh, and you have fungus armor, so I can't even do it that much this turn anyway. That's fine. Gives me the ability to channel Azure instead. Unfortunately, we will get more infection. Thankfully, I'm getting more powerful turn over turn. The enemy, not so much. can't even fluctuate into a castable attack. Oof. Yeah, I don't need to cast Overchill this turn. Casting Ice Spear would be nice, though. Okay. I'm going to Ever Channel Zero. I want to do that first. Hit with 4, and then I'm going to hit you with all of the Ice Spears. We'll take no damage at the end of this turn. I need to deal 25 damage this turn. Or 15 in a single hit, but that's not happening. So 25 damage this turn. And that'll happen. A 10, a 10, and a 9 to finish them off. Woo! Take some gold and a new spell. Ice Blast. Accepts 2 die, 3 times a turn, deal 7 damage on a 7, roll another die. Cold Snap, countdown of 5, 2 times a turn, gain 5 Fury. And Accumulation. Gain 1 block, increase by 1 for each die rolled this turn. Honestly, Accumulation seems like a really good way for us to gain defense. The only thing is, I'm also already really good at gaining defense. I'm gonna take it? Am I? No, I'm gonna reroll looking for some damage. Icicle Blade. 4 countdown, 2 times a turn, deal 4 damage. Increase damage by 1 this combat. There's Noxious Ritual. I'm not going to take it. I'm not doing that. Toxic Knowledge. Accepts a 5 or a 6. On a 5, you gain 2 Toxic Skin. On a 6, you gain 2 additional charges in Toxic Knowledge. And then you re-roll the dice. You know what? Let's take Toxic Knowledge. I've never taken that before, and I have always wondered. Diadem of Power. On turn 1, gain a power. Not going to be relevant. I'll take the additional shard. And open an additional slot. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't even think about this. Replenish Azure has on Foresight gained 1+ charge. So I can use this to launder all of my low die, and then when they're large, I put them into Channel Azure, gaining more Foresight, and then I can launder all the low die through Replenish Azure again. Let's go get an event. Receive the Fairy's Curse on turn 1. You receive 3 weak. And I also get 125 gold. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll just heal 3. I don't want to disenchant the spells again. I'm looking to sell them. Mother of Flames is looking to summon some additionals this turn. That's okay. I'm going to replenish Azure. And now I'm fully defended. Woohoo! And then I'm just looking to channel Azure as many times as I can. I'll re-roll whatever I can until I have the 3 channel Azure, and now we've got 3 Foresight. Now we can play. I mean, I should cast Ice Spear. You're dealing 6 and summoning reinforcements, but you're only summoning 1 reinforcement. You can have a total of 3 at any one time. I should kill the one that's about to try and ignite one of my spells. And then I can still channel Azure a bunch of times. Ooh. I can even gain some toxic skin to get some poison on the front line, although that's very minimal. Yeah, they're eventually going to soul detonate themselves, and that's really going to be how the summons get taken out. Incoming damage this turn is 20. I don't really want to cast Ice Spear this turn, so I actually will turn that down. Throw 4 into Channel Azure. Really couldn't roll high there at all. 2 3s into Overchill for more defense as well. 2 more 5s into Channel Azure. Yes, and the Mother of Flames is now gaining 4 power. Oh god, okay, you are scaling. I should have known. Let's go 1 Channel Azure. Maybe I'm looking for 3 charges of damage against the boss. If I don't start working on it, I'm never going to get it down. Next turn is definitely going to be a full defense turn, as we know the Magma Sun is exploding. Azure gets the Glacial Charge. Love to see that. I'm going to gain additional power this turn by overchilling with 2 3s. That invites taking 4 damage this turn. I'm okay with that. Ooh, I do need to big defend this turn as well, unfortunately. Let's overchill for 9. And then Channel Azure another 3 times at the end of the turn. Incoming damage is 1 against my body. Okay, this is not a turn that needs huge defense. A 2 in Fluctuate for the early reroll is more than fine. 6, great. One of the big problems right now is, it's pretty clear, is Channel Azure, my best defense and my best ongoing scaling, is also the exact same die that cast Ice Spear. Throw 2 into Replenish Azure now. And honestly, this is a turn that I have to take the attacks and send them at the enemy. taking number 2 damage this turn. Mother of Flames is actually possibly going to die at some point. Unfortunately, everyone on the field now has 8 block. So I suspect this to be, yeah, a turn that I'm going to be heavily defending. In fact, Ice Spear doesn't really make sense to cast right now either. I'm gonna keep the Iron Skin Potion. I still will heal a reasonable amount between this floor and next. So taking 6 damage this turn, while it sucks, I would really like the Iron Skin Potion to defend against 12. Yeah, I'll fluctuate at 2. 6 a bunch of times, and then I'll just channel Azure 3 times at the end of the turn, and we are ready to kill the Mother of Flames next turn. Whew. Glad I started attacking. There's one Ice Spear, and the second one takes you out. So yeah, Irrecoverable is 70% less non-combat healing, so I still get 8 here? Yeah. That's great. We'll also gain some money, a shard, and... Dreadstone. Roll 1 die each turn. On enemy death, lose a health. No thank you. Crooked die, roll an extra die each turn, but 6s lose 1 value. Also no. Shrunken Mana Stone. On turn 1, 3, and 5, roll an odd value die. Turn 3? Yeah, I'll take the Shrunken Mana Stone, especially because the Dreadstone is going to be harder to recover from, what with the whole Irrecoverable. I really want Overchill to have the Deplete to gain more power at this point as well. Realistically, my problem is not that I don't have the ability to roll my dice enough or don't have the ability to defend enough. My problem is that I don't do damage. I should rectify that first. Ooh, on the left-hand side here, I have the option to go to an early shop, an early event, an elite battle, sanctuary, elite battle. Incroyable. Let's hit one battle up before I get that line. Hello, Warlock. What's going on, eh? Ice Spear. Yeah, I definitely don't want to cast that here on turn 1. Replenish some Azure a couple of times. So, flop 2-8. And we perfectly defend. 16 from the enemy, 4 from Tempest. But of course, I gain my 3 extra die rolled on the next turn. What? All of my die are too low to be able to use in Channel Azure, which would give me 4 extra block this turn. Rude. Let's re-roll a 2 in Replenish Azure, because I can at least use 1s as odds for the sake of Overchill. Which I think I'm going to be using 2 3s in at the moment. Getting a whole lot of 3s here, not a whole lot of ability to continue channeling Azure or even do damage. Okay, I got the Channel Azure. Woohoo! I'm gonna keep my Foresight for the next turn, which is gonna be important. Just not gonna do any damage. That said, I did get 3 power, so how mad can I really be? Yep, there's the curse. Replenishes Azure with a 1. No, with a 2, because 1s are actually better than 2s for us. 5 and a 5 in Overchill, and I'm looking to reroll any Azure value. I like the idea of having toxic skin, but more than that, I like the idea of still having health. Dang. Just short of being able to get another Azure out there. Rolling a bunch of threes, you see. Those threes really do find themselves chunking up our hand. This is a perfect turn to attack, of course, with all these sixes. I'll even have the ability to channel Azure twice after for additional 2 foresight. If I need it, I'll use the Iron Skin Potion next turn, but I'd really like to save it for the Elite fight, where I suspect I will need it more. Perfect. Channel Azure for 4 block and an additional 4 block from Glacial. Okay, throw a couple 4s into Channel Azure. 3 and a 5 into Overchill. It's 4 damage I have to take this turn. I'm okay with that. I could do 12 damage to the enemy, or I could give you 4 poison, which is 4, 3, 2, 1. Less damage. Comes out to a total of 10. And that's over 4 turns as well, whereas here, yeah, I'll have the ability to take out myself. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. In a Storm, deal X damage to a random enemy 2 times. That's the kind of damage I'm looking for. That's going to make everything so much easier. And we're about to take 300 gold into a shop. Gain 1 Spell Echo, flip all die upside down, not going to do that. Or Fortune's Favor, plus 3 value to all die. I typically do want higher value on my die. Gives me the ability to channel Azure better. Head to the shop. Erratic Eye Amulet. When you cast 10 spells, reroll all die. There's also Skjoldor. On health loss, gain delayed block equal to your health loss, and then finally Plague Pestle, gain Poxbringer. I do like Poxbringer when I'm doing multiple attacks, but the thing is, it's also less relevant right now. Like, think of it like this. If I full defend enough, eventually one turn, I just hit a Polar Nexus and then I blow the enemies up with a single Inner Storm. I'm not casting it that many times. Poxbringer is not going to give us that much. I don't really want to reroll all of mine. I don't have a benefit for rerolling die. I can definitely sell those 3 spells. I can't just walk out of here without getting any additional value. Forbearance on dice roll, lower your countdown. It's possible I could get that to cast once a turn. It just doesn't seem to make sense up next to the rest of what's available. It really feels like what I'm supposed to do right now is get more die. Anything else doesn't make sense. I could take a Erratic Eye Amulet. I could. And most of the time, it would be helpful. I'm not going to encounter 2 shops next floor. On health loss, gain delayed block equal to health loss. You know what? I'm going to take Skjoldor. We'll take the Erratic Eye Amulet, sure. I should even take Plague Pestle. It's not like it's bad to have. I'll take it. Disenchant a spell and you will give me a random void spell or mana symmetry. On a 1 to a 3, duplicate the die. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm probably not going to use it much, but sure. Why not? Gives me more things for replenishing Azure, and I'm going to have a lot of ability to do that. Especially after Replenish Azure has gotten upgraded. Which will be really soon, because I'm taking on elite fights. Hello, Jin. I look forward to fighting you and your illusions. Yeah, I will overchill this turn. In fact, do it twice, and then I'll also channel Azure twice. I was about to say I will have to make space to use Inner Storm this turn, but it wants to be cast first, even. There you go. Yeah, the first cast of it is literally just to show which of these I have to attack. The only thing is it's also random for the second cast, so I'm not really going to be able to direct it. Cool. Took out the backliner. Yay, that's all it needed to do. Oh, Erratic Eye Amulet. Why? I should have been keeping an eye on the charges for that. Channel an Azure and then Overchill twice so that I don't waste any value here. Unfortunately, I will be taking 2 damage at the end of the turn. But I'm gaining more and more power. +3 value to all die seems appropriate this turn. I throw a 6 into Channel Azure. Ones and 2s go into Replenishing Azure. Cool. Then I throw another 6 into Channel Azure, another 6 into Channel Azure, 1 6. Erratic Eye Amulet almost screwed me there, but it didn't. It's fine. 1 more 6 goes into Fallen Nexus. Eventually. I'm going to reroll a 2, seeing if I get an odd. I don't. I'm going to reroll a 6, seeing if I get an odd. I don't. Reroll 4, seeing if I get an odd. I do. Yay. Let's go for the Polar Nexus. 27 Fury. And then 25 damage to a random enemy 2 times here with the Ice Storm. Which also then triggers Pox. Okay, so as it turns out, I will trigger the Erratic Eye Amulet constantly, and I should probably think about that a bit more. Fair enough. It's actually kind of ideal that it duplicates when the enemy already has 2 pox on them, so I need to cast another Inner Storm this turn, because if they do, then the new illusion has 2 pox on it, so I only have to hit it once, it takes the damage from the hit, and then it takes the damage from the pox, clearing the illusion in a single instance. Not a single instance of damage, rather, but a single spell cast. I do have a 6 now. Great. Trees into Overchill. 6 into Polar Nexus. And then 22 damage 2 times. 25 damage 2 times, rather. We'll take out the Jinn for us. Tether Azure. Hold the dice until next turn. At the end of each turn, deal X damage to the front opponent. Can give you the ability to hold 2 dice. Neat. Brine Bubble. Gain 4 block. On a 6. Reroll a die. And Contamination. Apply 3 poison. If the enemy is attacking, also apply some weak. I don't really want to do any of those. I'm going to reroll. Indomitable Form. Gain 10 block. Unrestorable. Will accept any die to do so. Honestly, I think it's worthwhile just having a copy of that. Golden bracelet, 150 gold or a shard. I'll take a shard because I would also actually pay 150 gold for a thing right now, so. I'm gonna open the additional slot and then pop mana symmetry in it. Pay 25 to heal 8. Move into another elite. That mana symmetry is going to make it easier for me to cast Overchill multiple times and things of that ilk. I can drop 2 1s into Overchill. 2, 3. They reroll. Oh, that's 3. Now fluctuates, and that's enough. That'll give me my 3 Channel is Yours to gain my 3 Foresight for the next turn. And now I can attack on a turn where I'm not weak. I do have to make sure that I do focus on damaging the enemy here, which I should be able to. Mana symmetry on a 3, dupes it out. Then I'll pop both of those 3s into Overchill to gain 3 more power. Replenishes your to reroll a 2 up. Ooh, hello. Honestly, that'll do. I'm popping another 2 5s into Channel Azure. Damn it. Replenishes your with this instead. Now I guess I'm gonna reroll. That'll do, I guess. Pop a 4 into Channel Azure, gaining as much block as possible, and then Polar Nexus for 29 Fury, 1 for each block, and then Inner Storm the enemy for 36 damage to a random enemy 2 times. I do that 1 more time, and the enemy will be dead. Have to Channel Azure first, and then some mana symmetry. I'll start re-rolling 1s. We're gonna have Erratic Eye Amulet pop soon, which will re-roll all of them for us. Single 1 into Overchill, re-roll. Hey, and now with all of these high values here, +3 to all of the die generates extra die. Pop a 5 and then a 6 into Channel Azure. I can then also throw a 3 and a 3, single 3 into Overchill. Polar Nexus for even more block, and then Inner Storm for the kill. Well, for Fury from our block. Soothing Solution removes all negative status effects. Sea Ward, Ice Ward, and Tether Azure. Ice Ward takes a 1 to a 3, and 3 times a turn gives you 3 block. When depleted, you roll 2 dice. It doesn't help me scale my damage. That's the real problem with that one. And I already have something to filter low die through, and that's Replenish Azure. I don't need it. It overstacks on what I'm already capable of doing. The only thing it really helps me with is it gives me somewhere to put a 3. I'm going to take a reroll. Mental Reservoir. Roll 5 die. It's up against Grasp Blow on an even. Gain 2 block, and then roll an odd die. And Arctic Point on a 2 to a 6, 2 times a turn, deal X damage, and then reroll your lowest die. I'll take Mental Reservoir, because it's possible that actually might help at some point. Guiding Eye. End of each turn. If less than 6 spells cast, I'm going to take the shard. That doesn't happen. Less than what? Then huh? I'm going to give Replenish Azure the Foresight gained, additional reroll, and then the next shard probably goes into Mana Symmetry, duping an additional die. Yeah, I'm not starting within a storm. Let's dupe a 3 through Mana Symmetry. And then pop a 1 into Replenish Azure, reroll, great. 2 3s will go into Overchill. 2 into Replenish Azure, reroll, great. Rerolls everything for us as well, woohoo. Put a 4 into Channel Azure, which then gives us back a charge and Replenish Azure, and then I reroll that again, woohoo. Then a 6 into Channel Azure. Opens that Replenish Azure again, so I reroll it and get another 6, and then I put that into Channel Azure. I'm going to take no damage this turn, and I'm going to have 3 power, and I'm going to have 3 foresight going into the next. Incoming damage this turn is only 10. I can't cast Polar Nexus first. Ugh. Ah, I see. Erratic Eye Amulet is about to go off. Reasonable spread on the reroll. It will do enough. There's the Overchill. Replenish Azure up a couple of times here. I'm gonna put the 6 in Polar Nexus because my next cast is the Erratic Eye Amulet. And unfortunately, 2s are the only value I'm incapable of using. I'm capable of using all odds and anything from 4 to 6. So rolling 2 2s is literally the worst roll I could have gotten there. Oof. That's okay, turn 3 is usually our clutch turn anyway. I say, now we... oh god. Remove all negative status effects from Soothing Solution. I'm gonna put a 4 into Channel Azure twice here. And then I can start replenishing Azure to try and get rid of these hexed die individually, while everything else is a 1 on board. It's fine, I'll just funnel it through Overchill, I guess. Really not letting me get a 6 for the old Polar Nexus, are ya? Never mind. There it is. Polar Nexus gives us 28 Fury, and then I can throw Inner Storm for 67 by 2 at the enemies. Taking out one of them wholesale, and setting another one to a very, very easy kill of literally anything. We'll do it. Forbearance, Water Vortex, and Contamination. Again, I'm going to take a reroll. The build's already done, is the thing. Am I just rerolling money away at this point? I am. I'm just going to take Forbearance and walk away. 3 health here and walk away. very awkwardly, I ran out of space on the hard drive. Oops. Yeah, anyhow, in a storm in order to get through the fight. And, in fact, I say that as we are about to get through the fight. Radikai Amulet is also here, consistently frustrating us, frankly. Perfect, I have another 4 and then a 6. 6 into Polar Fury, and then literally I'm just looking for an odd, please. Just a single odd will give me the ability to attack again. I'll do it. Alright! Again, sorry about the pace break there. But thankfully, nothing much really changed in the period of time, and I did draft Mental Reservoir, Indomitable Form, Forbearance, just in case any of that wasn't captured as well. Here are our spells as they currently sit, and I'm looking to use this additional shard for more mana from Mana Symmetry, so that it's much easier for me to get into the position where I'm defending ridiculously. Exuberant Wand, cast 12 spells, roll a die. I cast more than 12 spells a turn, because replenishes your and channels your recharge. Well, channels your, recharges, replenishes your. So absolutely, that's the one I'm going to take. There's also Lane Light Focus, roll an additional die each turn, all enemies gain 1 power, and Amulet of Sacrifice, lose 1 block from spells. No thank you. I'd like to block as much as I possibly can, because that is also my damage. Two shops. I'd rather go to an elite. And then a single shop. So I can have a 2 elite single shop path if I tuck over to the right after this. Well, only rolling 3 die on turn 1. What? Yikes! Let's quickly gain 2 more. Replenish some Azure from our lower die, rolling them up. Radikai rerolls all of them for us. Great. I'll use a 4 and a 6 in Channel Azure. Recharging Replenish Azure because it gives us Foresight. Replenish Azure has on Foresight gained, gain +1 charge. I'll keep an odd so that I can overchill if I really need to, but let's get some 2s into the Replenish Azure. And then a 5 into Channel Azure, and then he can get another 2 into Replenish Azure again. Woo! And in fact, we can even Polar Vortex at the end of that turn for 28 Fury. I don't even need to send the attack out right now if I don't want to. This gives us exactly the additional die from Exuberant Wand now. I'll reroll with a Fluctuate, and then it will reroll as well from a Erratic Eye Amulet. Do I want to send out 28 damage 2 times this turn? Yes. Well, no, because next turn I could just use more Fury, and then I can kill targets instantly with a single hit. Yeah, that's what I want. Although I should have also taken the opportunity to Fluctuate 2 more times that turn to increase the count on the Exuberant Wand. I'll happily replenish Azure first. Let's reroll all these low values again. Another 4 into Channel Azure, opens up, replenishes Azure to reroll a 2. 2s are pretty bad for me right now. Oh, there's a 6. Kind of all I wanted to see. I'll drop a 3 and a 3 into Overchill. And then Polar Nexus will give us 31 Fury. And I can send 70 damage to a random enemy 2 times. That'll kill whoever it hits. Heck, if I really want to, I can send some more damage out there with another in a storm. But I don't. Ah, but it is additional spell cost. Never mind. I do. I was so terrified that I had lost the entire run as soon as I looked over and saw that the recording space was gone. I was mortified. The fact that I only lost about 5 minutes of the footage there, my heart is still cooling down from racing, but it's not great. I'm not happy about it, but it could have been so much worse. Let's get some additional die and some rerolls. That's really unfortunate. I wanted things that are 4 value or above, because then Fortune's Favor is sick on them. But instead I got like some of the lowest values. Guess now I'm looking for another full reroll from another Erratic Eye Amulet going off. You rerolled them all into low values? Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm gonna use the +3 to all die next turn, I guess. No, I have to use it this turn. Okay, never mind. Oof. Let's pop a 5 into Channel Azure. And then a 6 into Polar Nexus. Cast Overchill twice. And then pop a 5 into Inner Storm with just enough damage to take out both the targets on the field. And it leaves us only 2 from the Exuberant 1 charge. That's great too. Prescience, Frozen Shield, and Ice Blast. I'll take Prescience despite the fact that I don't care. It's not relevant to me. I'm going to be selling that in the shop, you see. Heading to a ritual space, target loses 20 health. Enchant dice with Energized. Or instantly cast target spell using the highest available values for X. Instantly casting Mana Symmetry with the highest available values for X is pretty good. Because it gives, it takes 0 die and it gives you 3. I'll take it. Head to the event. 75 gold and oh, Sight Shield, 75 gold. Sight Shield on Foresight gained, gains 6 block. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to win. Yeah, I'd like to absolutely slap all enemies silly forever. Kidding me? I can't cast Replenish as your first. I rolled too good. I legitimately need to roll something lower so that I can use Mana Symmetry this turn. And then I can reroll all of those Mana Symmetry things with the replenishes. In fact, if I invest a 5 and a 3 into Overchill, it rerolls an additional die for us, yay. But it also gives me a bunch of armor before I cast Polar Nexus. And then I'm gonna hit you for 52 damage 2 times. Welcome, new friends. I'm gonna hit each of you for 1 damage once. There's a lot of block, you see. I'm not starting with that spell. Don't need to start with that spell. Roll 2 1s via the Replenishes Your. So I get 5, a 4, and a 4 into Replenishes Your as well. Channel is Your, rather. At the end of gaining as much block as I can without re-rolling my 6, that is. Hold the Nexus time. And here's an Inner Storm for 51 damage to a random enemy 2 times. Got him! Perfect fight. Noxious Ritual. Frostcore Double Fury. I mean... Can I even really fit it in the build? I honestly don't even really need Fluctuate, to be entirely honest. Like, that's all I need. Replenishes Your is my Fluctuate. Ooh, okay. That's a lot of low value die there. Obviously not casting Frostcore first. Start replenishing some Azure. Oh, those are also really low value. This is where the reroll comes in handy, you see? Use flowing mana to reroll these so that I can actually do something this turn, because that was actually really embarrassing. Set Channel is Your twice. That's already as much defense as I need. Get another Channel as Your. I'm gonna pull the Nexus and then hit the enemy for half their HP bar. Let's just gain a bunch of block and power for later turns as well. Or Nexus. Frostcore for another 42. And then Inner Storm takes out 2 of the instabilities instantly. If it had hit the frontliner, it would have been enough to take him out with the extra pox. A bunch of my dice got et there. Rooted them to do so, but okay. That's the full reroll. Yeah, every time I full reroll, I'm going to be losing more and more die is the thing, so I need to make sure that this is a comfy turn. We go for a 6 in Fallen Axis, and then a 6 in Frostcore, doubling it. I'll instantly cast Inner Storm. And that should make this turn much more comfortable. Literally 2 odds in Inner Storm is enough. And that's all it'll have to be. That's 1 more shard. Let's As well as 3 mark to the enemies, should I want so. Reality Ripple, Ice Ward, Winter's Bite. Don't want any of these. I'll take Reality Ripple and I will discard Prescience. Triple Lodestone triples the chance of getting rare spells and potions from combat. Obviously, take a shard. It's way too late for that. Frostgore tripling Fury definitely seems appropriate here. Let's also hit this shop. I got 5 spells I think I can sell. Silver Hobok. Reduce health loss by 2. There's also Staff of Protection. There we go. On 5 rolled, gain 2 block. Love that. For every 3 attack spells cast in a single turn, deal 10 damage to a random enemy. That's not a thing we do, I don't think. Deluge. Deal 4 damage to the front enemy. Increase by 1 for each block. The thing is, these 2 serve as that, effectively. Yeah, I don't really see myself changing any of this. I'll reduce health loss by 1. And I'm leaving. Hello, Chaos Angel. You got the depleting present, so the Overchill is just going to give me 3 power every turn as long as I exploit it on this first turn. So I'll make sure to do so. Did you have to just give me those? Claws help me re-roll other 2s. Speaking of, there's another 4 and another 2. That goes into Overchill. A 4 will open Channel Azure. Or rather, replenish. And then I'm looking to Polar Nexus, sorry. For 54 and a reroll, which I can use to replenish Azure again. And that's another 6. I'm going to use that to pre-bake some of the Frostcore. There's another 3 power for us. We replenished the Overchill and then we lost it. Yeah, I can't cast Polar Nexus first, you see. 171 Fury, and I could do 182 damage to a random enemy 2 times. I think that might be enough to kill this enemy with 180 health. Accumulation. More for each roll this turn. Oh, Blizzard. Oh, Galen Hailstorm. No, I just gain ridiculous defense, and then that defense kills the enemy. Why would I ever worry? Temporal Plate. When gaining block from spells, also gain 1 to blade block. That makes my later turns better. Inner Storm doesn't need an upgrade, and Polar Nexus doesn't actually get significantly easier for me to use. So I'm going to take the Temporal Plate. Sure, no reason not to. That's like 10 block on turn 2 onwards. Oh, garbage rolls. Love to see it. Okay, next thing I cast, I am also going to be re-rolling everything. It's a high value thing in a high value thing. Let's get 2 3s into Overchill. I'm gonna throw a 4 and a 6 into Channel Azure. And these 2/3s are just gonna preheat the Frost Core for a later turn. Not even using Polar Nexus this turn. This would be such a great turn for Fortune's Favor. Oh! Gotta dupe that 3 a bunch of times in the Mana Symmetry. Some 6s in the channel is yours, so we can gain a bunch of block. Oh, that's perfect. I'd love to re-roll as many ones as you'll let me. Perfect. At the end of all of that, I have Polar Nexus for another 60 Fury. And then I Frostgore for another 120. And then 187 damage to a random enemy 2 times might be enough. It was! Also leaves us with a full reroll after our first spell cast in the next fight. I'm not going to need that much Branding Tonic, let's be honest. Rhyme Hail! Deal 3 damage. Fury counts double, and it only accepts 3s. I have to! What? It's made for this. I'm gonna skip rewards. Yeah, so I put that instead of Inner Storm. Sure. I don't want to do anything. I'm just gonna gain hell and move. Boss battle time, Arcanax. Get ready. Again, not casting that first. That's a lot of 6s for turn 1, baby. I'm gonna put 3 mark on you because I don't think you're living for more than 3 turns. Channels your 3 times here. Unless I fail to roll a 3 for the sake of Rhyme Hail at the right times. I could do it. Okay, maybe I should use the potion next turn. I do know that turn 1 is a setup turn for me. Oh no, Mana Symmetry got... Because Overchill was broken, Mana Symmetry was diminished, rather. Typically don't think about that. Oof. I rolled away from having a 3. God, I'm not going to be able to get another 3 before the end of it. Am I? Okay, yeah, Rhyme Hail's not going out this turn. That's fine, I guess. Oh god, the enemy's going to break another 2 of our spells as well. Well, at least it wasn't Overchill this time. This is a perfect turn for Fortune's Favor. Gonna be looking to crack both of those open. 1s into the overchill. Okay. So Rhymehail is already transitional state for the enemy. So I should do that first, and then start gaining more fury. Reroll on a bunch until I can Frost Core. And Rhymehail's ready to do even more damage. The enemy is marked as well, but alas, that's all for now. Overchill, why? Stop breaking that one. It denies me so many die. Not that it realistically matters. Drop a Rhymehail on your head. There we go, next transitional state is up. So many 3s and 4s, they're not useful. Ooh, yeah. Let's put a 4 and a 3 into Frostcore, and then I'll break out Overchill. I'm also going to instantly cast Polar Nexus for 49 Fury this turn, even if I'm not going to be able to double it with the, well, triple it with the Frostcore. This should be our most uninhibited turn. I expect great things. Dive immediately goes into Channel Azure, getting us a bunch of block. 2 1s into the Replenish Azure, thank you. 3 into Mana Symmetry, we're going to be re-rolling everything soon as well. Another 2 into Replenish Azure. 6 into Channel Azure gives us the ability to put another 2 into Replenish Azure. Got most of the block we're going to get this turn. So I will put the 6 into Polar Nexus. And then another 4 into Frostcore, and we are up to 273 Fury. And Rhymehail has Fury count double, so that's 555 damage to Arcanax on the final turn. I think that might just about do it. Mutation stage 6 completed yet again. That was a good run. I'm very happy that I finally got a run that had Polar Nexus as well as Frostcore in it and was capable of utilizing those, as well as Rhymehail, in fact. This run had a lot of things that I really like. It had Channel Azure and Replenish Azure, being able to actually pass the die back and forth between the two of them consistently. That's so cool. Had something on the left side that was diminished. So it was depleted much more commonly. Had Mana Symmetry just to gain extra die. Oh, what a fun run. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been SpellRogue. Top left is a series playlist for all my content or the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendation is down below it. Streaming past are the names of the people so generally see supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. I Rob the Thanked, and a special thanks this episode to 3D. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.